episode of Got Caught Thinking, the boy Louis D, Caesar, Danley, Ocho, the video.
Yeah, so how's everybody morning? Let's start up from the beginning. What's up? How come you're late? You got here late. What happened?
Yo, they closed lanes. I was gonna take 30, but I'm like, I don't feel like driving the highway, so I took Jupiter, and they closed like 2 lanes, bro. They closed 2 lanes, which was 1 lane open, and that took me a minute.
So you didn't want to take the highway because it was gonna take longer, and then you took the streets and it took longer?
The exact opposite thing happened a few weeks ago. Because the highways were cleared today. Yeah, they were clear.
So, because you got here on time, well,
I stopped at the gas station.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been here.
What you get me, though?
Nothing. You didn't ask for. You didn't ask for nothing at all.
That's how it takes.
So, what did you got mad on your way here or not?
Why would?
Do you get mad on your way over here? You don't got any pet peeves when you drive?
Daniel FaceTiming you 5 times in a row?
Hey, boy, he was calling you and you didn't answer.
I hate whenever you can text me, but you call like that. You can text me.
I need to know what you asked
Literally
specifically.
You know my mom.
I mean, you could ask him your ETA, and then he will send you an ETA.
He won't though.
Would you?
What?
Would you have sent him like your location on your phone? Like if he would have just texted you, be like, "Hey, where you at?" Instead of calling you, asking you where you at.
I would have told him how long it's gonna take me.
Yeah, exactly. Like you would have responded though, right? A text. Cause I don't like people calling me either.
I don't like people.
Bro, just leave me alone, man. Like I'm chilling, and then you want to talk to me. I want to chill.
Like,
man.
But it's different when you're on the way though. Do y'all like when you order packages? Do y'all do y'all check the tracking thing?
Yeah.
Like as soon as you order the package, you're like you check where it's going.
But do you call the driver asking him where?
Hey, bro, where you at, bro?
It's different. Like I don't do that, but if I know someone like they come and like meet me or something, like I need to know where you're at so that I can mentally picture you and I don't know.
I just wait for them to call me if they're lost.
So I can kind of like know when to expect you.
The only time I check is when it's late. Like if it said, "Hey, it'll be here with like between 3 days and 5 days." If it's been like 6-7 days, then I'm checking.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you within days, within hours, minutes. Because I sometimes if it's Amazon, they tell you within the minute. They're like, it's gonna be here at 12:55, and then it's 1 o'clock. You're like, bro, where's my package? Mm-hmm. So you kind of want to have a tab on them, but you don't.
No. Sometimes you'd be saying, "Oh, we're sorry, might be a bit late here."
Because there's been times that it doesn't get here like within the day or so, and then I send like a refund, like, "Oh, well, it's too late," and then it gets here the next day, and they send in another one, and I get 2 full price of one.
He broke the system. But he found out
The real one. So how often does Daniel text you, call you whenever you're not on time? Like, will it be like 5 minutes after the time you said?
I mean.
No, I don't really call him that much. He's just complaining, bro. Like I really only call him when it's like necessary.
When
or like I text,
we go hop on. Yeah, we'll give you 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like.
But just text me, bro.
Yeah, because I have a friend that literally always calls me, and I text him back like, "What's up? What you need? Oh, I'm busy. I can only text." And he waits and then calls me again within 30 minutes. And then I answer and he's just like, "What's up? What you doing?" I'm like, "Bro,
no,
just
I don't do that. I don't do that. Like if I know like just like quick conversation, I'll text. I always prefer text over calling. But like I don't know, like with FaceTime I can see where you're at, like like you can't make it like I'll be like, "Bro, where you at?" Like, "Oh, I'm home. I'm not home." It's like, bro, I see you.
How often?
I see you.
You're not my girl.
Toxic.
No, but like
on that topic, because I'm a person that I get aggravated at lack of communication or lack of information. I'm not the average, because most from what I've heard and seen, most dudes are just very minimal. Like it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Like I don't care.
Like it should be. Right?
I get aggravated. If I text you a question or ask you for something, and then specifically I'm asking a question or wanting to know some information, if I don't get information back,
you don't match your energy.
How?
They don't match your energy, so you're like, nah, why would I text you? You lose your interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so can you give an example?
I
have an example of the opposite.
I'm gonna give the most recent example. About 2 weeks ago. No, it was like about a week ago. You guys should know we game. So
catches in my playlist on my
2 or 3 views per video. But anyways, we gamed. So it was a Sunday morning. I went to church. And I'm getting out of church, and I text them, "Hey, are y'all hopping on?" I text a group chat. "Are you guys hopping on? I'll be home around 4." Nobody said anything, so I said, "Well, since nobody's getting on, I'm gonna go make plans. I'm gonna go do my own thing." So after church, I went out with some people. At 4:03, Daniel texts the group chat, "Cap."
Yeah.
And Caesar and Sergio are like, "Why are you not on?" So I'm already aggravated at this point because I'm like, y'all said nothing. If y'all would have said bet K, even a K, or I'll be on, then I would say, okay, I'll be home at that time. I'll make sure I'm home at that time. Since they didn't say anything, I went on and made plans. They and I'm pretty sure they didn't get bothered, but they were just like, "Oh, you're not on." I got bothered by it, and I said, "If you guys are gonna be on, I can be home by 5." They said nobody said nothing. Nobody said anything. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just stay out. At 5:04, Daniel texts the group chat, "Cap." And then Caesar and Sergio hop in saying, why aren't you home? Why aren't you hopping on? Yeah. So at that point, that ruined the rest of my day. And I stayed out anyways, but the only thing just a bet, a K, something to let me know, hey, yeah, we'll be on. You don't have to say, "Yeah, Lewis, we're going to be on at 4, waiting for you, buddy." Just give me something.
Who wants to go first?
All right, I'll go first. If you say, you give your plans on your day, like, I'm going to be on at 4.
We're expecting you.
Yes, we're expecting you to be on at 4. Not a like, "Hey, do you guys want to hop on at 4? That's totally different.
I said, "Are y'all hopping on?"
Right. The thing is, you asked us, which is fine. You can ask anybody, "Hey, are you doing anything? Are you gonna be available?" Whatever, which is he asked. "Are you guys gonna hop on?" It's fine. We could have answered. We should have answered. But he said, "I'm gonna be on. Yeah. I'm doing this. I'm already gonna be here, whether you guys do it or not."
So I was expecting
me doing it. That's what we thought. Okay, he's gonna be on, whether we answer or not. The only reason to answer is if you're not gonna be on or if you're gonna be on late. He said it again. "I'm gonna be on at 5, knowing that we were already on.
I didn't say I'm gonna be on at 5.
That we were already
I said I'll be home at 4.
I'll tag in the text on.
The text said I'll be home at 4.
Right?
This you?
No, after
that, I said I can be on.
I can be on at 5 if you guys are still on. That's the thing.
And nobody said anything.
We were still on because we got on at 4. We asked you if you were gonna. You said "Cat." Yeah. Saying, "Hey, we're on and you're not." So if you said we usually play for 5 to 6 hours a day.
So that so that goes into the realm of expectations. I don't expect anything from y'all because I've been disappointed.
Right.
Well, so I don't expect you guys to continue being on because I don't want to get home and then for some reason you guys aren't on and be like, "Why aren't y'all on?"
But then don't say "I'm gonna be on at 5." Don't say that.
I said
part.
I can be on.
Or okay.
If y'all are gonna be on,
part. Just say, "Are you guys gonna keep on playing?" Or ask us like.
That's exactly what I said. Are y'all going? I can be home at 5 if y'all are still gonna be on. If y'all are still gonna be on. Okay, so this is the thing with Daniel and Caesar. I kind of understand. With Sergio, I've had this conversation thousands of times, and I've told him, I don't game. I don't play if it's not with y'all. I don't just hop on my PlayStation and play by myself. If you guys are on, then I'll be on. If y'all don't say anything, then don't ever expect to catch me just on the PlayStation sitting around in a GTA lobby. Yeah, I'm never gonna be on.
We've had this conversation for years, and it's always him not showing up on time, which he has this excuse or reason.
Y'all don't say anything.
It doesn't matter. When you say your plans, then why should
That's why I switched it. That's why I don't say I'm gonna be on at 5. I'll say, hey, I can be home at this time.
Okay, well, actually,
let me know. Just say, let me know.
And then there was that joke too that we would make that I would actually explain to you afterwards. That you'd be like, be on at 5, and then you'd be like, oh, never mind, I can't be on at 5. I have to be on at 5:30. I'd be like, oh, never mind, too late. No, because I would tell him no, 5:15, and he'd be like, no, latest 5:20, and I'd be like, no, that's way too late. I'm not late anymore. And then I would get on.
He takes it. He takes it like that.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. That's a moral of the story.
Every say you can't take a dope.
That's not it. That's not it at all.
Now we have problems playing because somebody doesn't have a face system anymore.
Oh yeah.
Somebody had to sell it.
So
yeah.
Thinking they was gonna get a PS5.
I mean, it was kind of okay at first because we weren't like inviting him or anything, but then he started using somebody else's, and now he wants us to like play whatever he's on his time. Whatever, like, no, I'm just kidding. No,
Y'all don't do anything.
That's why he says, I'm gonna be on that 5, expecting this to follow.
But yeah, Louis sold his PS4 a while back ago, thinking,
Why'd
He
you
would
say
get a
PS4?
PS5.
Oh,
He ain't get no PS5.
Yeah. So the story in a nutshell. By the way, drop in the comments who was right about that last argument, because I know I'm right. I just need them to. I just need them to hear. I just need them to post a poll.
We need your guys' opinion instead of.
They're gonna tell me I'm wrong just to spite me.
No,
I know the people that are watching this.
Somebody know. Okay, I guess. You were the only one bringing more fingers.
They're just gonna be like, no, you're wrong.
That was true. Yeah.
Okay, so the reason, just so y'all know, the reason I got rid of my PS4 was because I was spending a lot of time on it. Which, I mean, I don't have a problem against video games or anything, and it's one of the things I use to relieve some stress, relieve some, overthinking. In life, it's something I use to, okay, let me get a breather, let me hop on. So it was something that I would use for like stress relief, and then just to get a breather from my life, from work and everything I got going on. But I was using it too much, in my opinion. And I mean, from the episodes before, you guys can kind of get a grasp of my personality. Is I'm always kind of trying to. I always notice faults about myself, and I try to fix them. And in that situation, instead of me being like, whatever, it's my free time, I can do whatever I want with it, I kind of overthink it a little bit and be like, well, there's other productive things I can be doing. So I decided to take a break from the PS4 to strengthen my relationship with God a little bit more, and to also do some more productive things. And the best way, since my mind always goes to the extreme, the best way to do that, so I don't have any getting out of it to where it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna just hop on it for the day. I sold the whole PS4.
He left the boys behind.
I sold the whole.
The boy. He didn't even contact you. He didn't even consult.
The boys were no boys no more.
I sold the PS4, my games. I had just bought the PlayStation Gold headset. I sold all of it for like $150.
Yeah, he
I sold it for
literally get rid of it.
I had to get rid of it that day, otherwise I wasn't going to. So I mean, I take it back. Well, that was back in the beginning of September, the end of August, and I told myself, okay, that'll just be for the rest of the year, so I can learn a little bit more self-control with it, and get a little bit more better at time management. I was gonna get a PS5 in the beginning of January.
My man got
and I was expecting them to get PS5s too.
Yeah.
In the beginning of January, but as soon as January hit and the whole PS5 fiasco happened, and they're out of stock, it's pretty much impossible to get them. And even if I were to get my hands on one, they probably wouldn't get one at the same time I would. It's just difficult now. So now I have to wait till March. So at the moment, I'm using my younger brother's PS4. And I'll say I'm better with it now. I don't get on it as much. I think out of the week, I get on it twice a week, maybe 3 times.
Maybe 4 times. On a good week. Hey, you never know.
Hey, no, I mean, he do get on fairly frequent, the free days that we all have anyways. Once he hop off, we all kind of just, drifted away anyways.
Like roaches.
Exactly. And the main reason is literally, I mean, you've probably seen it in this podcast too. He's the most talkative. He's the most, energetic, and he keeps us.
Live
he literally.
Oh, yeah.
More or less, I guess. But yeah, exactly. He be making random noises, and we're just like, bro, shut up. And he just keeps going. So we're just like, it keeps us entertained. He's just our entertainer.
Exactly. That's all.
And that's literally why we have him on our podcast, trying to get some views. And
because I carry them in Overwatch. That's not a cap.
We're talking about, all right.
Have you guys ever had like random crazy thoughts in y'all's life? Like where you've sat there, I'm not gonna get into specifics, but when you've sat there and like just thought, well, just a hypothetical, like, hey, I can shoot up a school, or I can.
Yeah, I'm like,
whenever you drive, it's like, hey, well, right now I can just like crash.
I never do that. I never thought of that.
Is that suicide though?
Yeah, I think that's suicide. But I've heard people. I've never thought of that.
No, is that you running over somebody, or you literally crashing or running out, or?
I'm chilling. I'm just bored. Just driving. Like, damn, bro, it's crazy. But I just like swerve in, like just cause you.
Yeah, like, it's crazy
I could do that right now, but I mean. I just won't.
You ever think about like, you know how there's roads that have like there's no barrier between, it's just like the yellow line?
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
go like that,
literally that's the only thing stopping us is nothing. Like just this little imaginary thing.
Trusting ourselves that we won't do it.
If you're going left, what if you just whoops?
Yeah.
No. I've had it like.
I've had it running people over, like thinking like, man, I could like just go on the sidewalk and just like grant the thought of.
What about road rage though? Like, do you ever get like, okay, well, this person needs to like go?
No, like the cops gonna be on your head.
I get bad road rage. I get bad road rage.
Yeah. I mean, Daniel seen me. I don't think I've witnessed him, but I like cut people off or like, especially
That's too much.
I have a lot of driving pet peeves, and that's why I was kind of asking them, but because I have a lot. But it's like people, they get on my nerves. I'm just like, you have to not drive.
I hate people like you on the
Yeah.
road. Whenever they're, I'm like,
I don't
and
swear.
then I start swerving people.
I don't swear.
Well, I mean, like, are you the person like if somebody pissed you off, will you like cut them out, go in front of them, and then slow down?
It depends. The thing I do that, the only reason I do that is if they're going slow on the fast lane, and I'm like, you have to leave that fast lane. So I get in front of them, slow down. They switch lanes, and I just keep going because I'm like, you have to learn. Nobody's teaching you anything. Learn.
It's just a rule in general,
Exactly.
bro.
It's like, just get out the way, especially because it's like on 75, it's 70, going 70 miles per hour, right? People are going 60. It's like, usually you want to go over the speed limit. They're going 60 on the fast lane. It's like, bro, like you have to be taught a lesson. Not by me. Not by me, bro. But yeah, no.
What? Driving school.
When it usually happens to me is when this happens to me constantly. I feel like it happens to me more than it happens to the regular person. People in front of me will not go when the light turns green. No. When they're at a stop sign, it constantly. Every time I get in my car, if the trip is longer than 15-20 minutes, it'll happen at least once. It'll happen once, to where I'll have to honk, and like they'll like kind of. No, they'll like go in and kind of break, and I feel like they're looking back, and I'm like, get out the car, bro. Make my day, bro. Make my day.
But how long do you wait? Okay, so let's say the light turns green. How long do you wait until you honk?
4 seconds, dog.
How many cars have passed
Okay,
by?
so let's say, okay, the light turns green.
How many cars passed by?
Honk right there.
Okay, yeah.
Unlike somebody, they be on their phone.
Exactly. Yo, sometimes you gotta change the song and you gotta.
No, bro, like,
seconds.
Yeah.
You gotta pull out the right song. You gotta go through the artist. You gotta go through the album.
Now you see, bro.
Here,
If you got a good playlist, you don't gotta be doing that. We know his playlist trash. That's why he skips over his music. Just go on the green light, bro.
What that have to do with anything?
You look for the song.
Just say the song.
You look for the song.
Yeah.
Couldn't relate though.
I have to think, like, I don't know, like, I just be driving and I get like a specific, like, I don't, like, you know how you what's it called, crave something?
Yeah.
Like, I just be craving songs, I guess.
A specific one?
Yeah.
So why don't you just tell Siri to play it?
Cause
that's what I do.
Okay, well, I have a 2004. Oh, I do have a thing. Yeah, I guess.
That's what I do.
I haven't connected my microphone to Spotify.
Because I don't have any, I don't listen to a lot of music, so I don't have any playlists or anything on my phone. And literally, I get the same way. Whenever I'm in the car, it's not that I just want to listen to music, it'll be like a specific song. Yeah. So I'm usually driving in silence. Yeah. Listening to the podcast. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of music, but when I do, I'm like, you know what, I want to hear. And it'll be weirdly specific. Like,
it would be a catchy song though. It wouldn't be like you want to jam out, you want to like rock it.
Yeah, like I'll be driving, I'll be like, hey Siri, play What You Know by T.I.
Yeah, it's like a.
Please try again.
No, but it's like that. Like I get like a specific lyric that it just comes to my head, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good song, and then I just look up to the song and like I start playing it.
Nah, you need to start
I listen to the relate. Yeah, I listen to the radio. I'm not a big fan of music. Like I don't praise it because it's freaking.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
But I get what he means though. But bro, if you're in a red light, don't be on your phone like this.
But then
I just have the phone up here, bro.
Wouldn't that be the only time
I
to be on your phone?
See.
Huh?
What would it on the red light be the only time to be on your phone?
Yeah, that's it. Red light.
But put out the phone. Then again,
though.
don't be on your phone while driving.
Don't at all, bro. Don't be on your phone at all. Last time I was driving, this dude the whole time, we went long, like good 15-minute drive down. He was, I think, on my left side. The whole time he was like that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? That's so.
No, if I'm in the car,
if I'm bored,
if I'm driving in the car, if somebody else is driving and they're on their phone, I'll tell them as soon as if they pull it out once, like maybe to like look at the time or whatever, I won't say anything. But if they pull it out again, or if they stay looking at their phone while they're driving, I'll tell them straight up.
Now you honk or what? Oh,
no, if I'm in the car, yeah, I'll tell them get off, stop.
Okay, yeah, because I kind of tell this guy, but then again, I'm like, I don't care because he hasn't. I've crashed when I've used my phone twice. Not crashed like run over like the pump, like Jesus 10 times. So it's like, because I was gonna say one time, but I think it's been twice. But yeah, so it's like I've done it, so I know that I can't really drive while on my phone because I know I swerve while my stereo goes to the side. He kind of doesn't, but it's not. I'm saying he does. Like he's right for doing it.
I only text and I only get on my phone when I'm driving when I know there's like no one around me. Like it's an empty road, like there's no car. Like, all right, like I'm going straight anyway. I got cruise control. Like I'll pull out my.
That's cat.
He doesn't look around.
He doesn't look around, bro.
I know what I'm doing. I'm careful in what I'm doing. Like I know where cars are. Like I know what I'm driving.
How many accidents have you gotten
Yeah,
into?
that's every time.
I've been in
collisions.
3, but it was I've been rear-ended those 3 times.
All 3? It's never been your fault?
And that one time where they hit you.
Yeah, and I hit
light.
yeah. It was a stop sign. Like it was the light was flashing red. It's a stop. We all stopped. I even had dash cam footage. And I go in and literally almost threw a car just bah and just like hits me in the front. I'm like, bro,
Get off your phone. That's me.
I think that's what
phone.
that's being on the phone.
That's,
but when I'm on my phone, I know what's going around. Like
you better.
I'm on my phone. I'm like, okay, I know there's a car here. I know there's a car here.
Yeah.
I know how far I am from these people.
That would be the semi-reason as to why I'm okay with it. Because I told him, again, I tell him every time, get off your phone, or go on the
When
light
it's
or whatever.
excessive, yeah.
Right, but it's like, he still does it, he's still gonna keep doing it. So it's like, that's what I wonder. You tell your driver, right? But
Yeah, I
do
tell
you see somebody like driving on next to you, like maybe?
No.
Like, bro,
Unless they
that's,
swear, I do it unless they swear. Like if they swear onto me or whatever, I'm like, bro, get off my.
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say I don't text and drive. I do, but if
I'm
there's
a
people
big-
with me, I don't text at all, bro. I don't text at all. There's people with me. If I'm by myself, I trust myself, obviously. So I mean, I'm not always like that.
And even if you
If
don't
they
trust
text me,
yourself,
I'll
it's
text
just
them.
you. Even if you don't trust yourself, you just gotta die.
I've been in 10 collisions at least.
Jesus.
At least. It was crazy when I realized that.
How many-
I had got in a collision back in like 2014? 2014. I accidentally hit some lady and I was on my phone. I was in the U-turn and it's by my house, so I'm always used to making that full turn. So while I'm making a full turn, I'm on my phone because I'm thinking there's nobody. I didn't see anybody get into the U-turn before I got in, so there's nobody there, and I'm making it, and I hit a lady. I wasn't going hard. I wasn't
Oh, you hit the
going
lady?
fast. No, she was driving. I hit a little SUV, and it was once she saw it wasn't bad damage. She was like, whatever, and let me go. I left, and I started thinking to myself, how many times have I hit somebody? That was back in 2014, and off the top of my head, I counted 10 times. When it was my fault, like I hit somebody 10 times.
10 times have you been
10 times since I've.
And
that was back in 2014.
How many times? Or
Probably not every time.
how bad have you been? Like it was your fault. Other than that,
The worst one.
18-wheeler.
The worst one was an 18-wheeler, and that was my fault.
I remember that.
I was on my phone. Well, no, I wasn't on my phone.
I remember you saying you
I
were.
was checking myself out in my rear.
You liar. You told me, you know those times you space, you're just driving and you spaced out and you're like, oh crap.
Yeah, I spaced out, but I was looking at myself in the rear view. I was like, and I spaced out, and I look forward, and I'm
inside of the 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
He on the street laid out.
With a girl named Angel. What was her name?
Faith. Her name was Faith.
So how
Faith,
that
if you
happened?
If you're watching.
No, she stopped to help me because I hit the 18-wheeler, I spun that. It was on 80, so it's
On
only
the
two.
back of the 18-wheeler or like up the side?
On the back
Like, he
side,
was
I
on
was
the
able
shoulder, right, or
to.
something?
I was able to throw my car to the left, so it was only the whole passenger side of my car hit the bottom of the 18-wheeler and it crashed in. My car hit it, started turning. I hit like 2 or 3 other cars. My car was total.
Yo, what
Oh,
car
you
did
hit
have?
other cars?
That was my Kia Spectre.
No, I remember the kid.
That was my Kia
You hit
Spectre.
other cars?
Hey, put the windows down. AC's on.
Had to roll up windows.
Well, let's get into our would you rather questions. Would you rather be able to drive? Okay.
Or takes a drop.
takes a drive. Okay, I'm gonna start with Sergio.
Ocho.
I'm not gonna do a serious one. This one will be more wacky.
Wacky doodle doo.
Because as y'all know, Sergio just doesn't care.
A little bit, just sometimes.
Would you rather
When I'm driving.
fight to the death?
Hey, that's hard.
So you have the opportunity to win.
Wait,
But you might
But
have
I'm about to give you your 2 opponents.
Oh, okay.
Your 2 possible opponents. You have to fight to the death.
Oh, okay. So,
Against.
okay. So this is a must. I have to fight for my death.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Yeah. Against
Kimbo slice.
a horse-sized duck. So it's a duck that's the size of a horse, Or- or 50 duck-sized horses. So horses the size of ducks,
I would say
and all of them are trying to kill you.
I would say the horse's size of ducks, because ducks are mean and they have. I mean, if you've seen the inside of the mouth of a freaking duck, you see nothing but teeth.
Do
You
they?
see nothing
Very small
but
teeth.
teeth.
Oh, it's not.
So if that thing is all around your hand, your
Affleck.
feet, you is gonna bleed to death.
Hold
So
on.
I'd rather them just kicking my knee and chin and me like, I don't know, grabbing their neck and just swiping them.
It's 100.
That's what I'm saying. Just grabbing one of them and then 2 of them and then just
Like that.
or just start kicking them back. I don't know.
But this is to the, okay, so this
What
is
are
to
they?
the death.
This is to the death, and
What do
he's-
the horses do attack other than kick?
Hey, bro, you been hit by a horse?
I mean, I'm pretty sure if the horse has intent to kill, I'm pretty sure he'll try to
Because
do it.
I've not
yeah,
seen
right.
them do like the neck stuff, but
Yep.
I don't
I
think
think you're
they're
thinking
gonna
of drafts.
do-
Like,
Well, no, the horses kind of do too. Like they try to flip you around.
so all 100 of the horses, they're gonna be swinging their necks,
Yeah.
trying to kick you, trying to bite. Like they're trying to kill
What's
you.
the arena?
You're on the field. You're in the Rome Coliseum. You get no weapons.
But I can't though. I can't do it. That duck's gonna be fast. Like ducks are fast. They're freaking strong. Like they bite. They flap. They
They
kind
flap,
of like
watch
do a
out,
lot
they
of
flap.
things.
But you're human.
Yeah, but one swing. That's size of a horse. That's literally a kick from a horse. That flap is gonna be a size of a horse. It's gonna be the kick
Hold
of a
up.
horse.
Here's the main question though. Do the small horses have the same power as a regular horse?
No.
And
No,
does
they're-
that have a?
No, the horse's power is
It minimizes. To
it
what they are.
minimizes to their size,
And
and
the
the
duck-
duck's power is maximized to its size.
Okay,
I think the scariest thing about that for me is
It's
thinking
just too
of
many, right?
no. I'm thinking about the duck. The fact that duck is huge, so its vocal cords are gonna be like. So instead of like a quack, it's gonna be like. I would faint.
James.
I mean, yeah. An ostrich really is just gonna be a thick ostrich, right? Like, you think those things are
Thick.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
those things are fast. Those things have a huge
Yeah.
neck. Like those things.
I forgot about ostriches.
The things like the horse-sized duck's already thick, bro. It's an ostrich.
It's an ostrich.
Yeah, but ostriches are kind of skinny.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
duck is
And
gonna
they
get. It's gonna be
Yeah,
thick.
it's gonna be strong. Yes,
be a
that's
thick
why
duck.
I'd rather fight the 100 horses and again just grab whatever a
Wow.
leg or a neck or a tail. and
How
just
small are the
start
horses?
swinging.
Duck size?
Yeah, they're duck sized. So they're like,
So like,
Yeah.
probably that big.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, and their feet's probably gonna be like that tall, so their kick's like gonna be on my foot.
Yeah.
So-
But that's 100 of them kicking.
It's 100 of them.
But it's still, I mean, they're gonna pile up on each other, or like they're not gonna pile up on each other?
No, all of them have the sole intent to kill you.
Think of a giant, like
You're just gonna die, bro. They gonna kill you either way.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
So you're gonna start breakdancing.
Yeah, I think you can take care of.
So you find the horses.
Cause I was.
I will bring the horses in. No.
Even then, I would still not be able to take care of like 5 to 10 sized ducks.
But do you think you have?
You think you would lose a fight
I would
against
lose a fight
10 ducks?
10 ducks, yes. Yes. So
Like right now in the moment?
Because they fly. Again, they fly. They can peck your head. They can peck your hands. Like, it's not just your feet. It's not just on the ground.
I think I would have a field day with 10.
I mean, obviously, you're gonna start sweating.
Oh my god.
But
I can be bothered. I want to like hit right now. Just think about.
grab a horse by the head and just start.
You'll be chased by like a duck or like a goose or something.
That's scary, bro.
For gooses, yeah, but I won't like. I'll get scared for a second, but then I'll also like. Come on, bro.
Swing, bro. Swing.
Swing first, bro. Swing first.
I don't know what I'm about.
Lucy's gonna be King Kong and gonna be Godzilla.
Could be open.
Oh, I was thinking of Godzilla, King Kong. Any? Are we excited? Yeah. I know. Caesar was a Godzilla.
Because he a nuke.
Caesar's Team Zilla.
Why
Look at his face. You know he's taking an L.
Why you Team
Hold
Zilla?
on, hold on, but let me talk real quick.
That was my back.
Hold on, bro. Let me talk real quick.
You want to watch some of it though?
I've been thinking about it all week. So
And here's why.
the thing is, I realized, monkey, the monkey got knowledge, bro. They smart, so he probably wise. He got hands, he can move faster. So I'm kind of double thinking it. My man Zilla, he might get clapped by the monkey.
Big monk.
But he's radioactive though. He can't even get close to him.
Monk.
He can't even get close to him.
My man, see the trailer?
Yeah.
My man's got close to him.
That trailer. Got to the king.
Facts.
Got calm, bro. Whenever I saw, what was it, Skull Island?
Yeah.
When he grabbed the T-Rex and like broke his jaw.
It wasn't the first time you seen.
But that was the
King,
King-
King Kong wasn't like the first thing you've heard of. Like, wasn't it the first movie or something?
Yeah.
Like that you've seen of King Kong, and you're like, oh my god, man, it's so
The
beast.
first movie
Skull Island was the
like
last
in
one, though.
2000.
Skull Island's
The
the
OG
hero
one.
one.
Yeah, no, in Skull Island, it's not just like, like King Kong, just like
just
regular monkey.
Yeah.
No regular.
Skull Island, that is big
Yeah, so
monk.
it has more of King Kong, like.
Yeah, Skull Island, he is huge.
Yeah. Well, I think in the movie he's the same size as Godzilla.
Yeah.
So.
He got bigger.
My god.
He hit the weight room. He took that L 3 years ago and hit the weight room.
It looks interesting. I'm excited to see.
When does it come out? I haven't even.
In March.
I honestly haven't even seen anything about it. I just heard like the memes and stuff.
The movie's gonna be trash. Like the
I
plot
feel
is
like
gonna be
I feel like it's
trash.
gonna be trash.
But
I feel
then
like
fight
it's gonna team up.
scenes.
Well, have y'all seen any of the Godzilla King Kong movies? I know you said Skull Island, but I know there's a second King Kong movie, but I know the Godzilla movies.
I think I saw the first King Kong. Not the first. It might not have been the first King Kong, but it was before Skull Island years ago, where he fell off the tower and died.
Yeah, the OG one.
Okay, that's the OG one.
Yeah. Well, that's
What I remember.
Jack Black was in there. You remember Jack Black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Jack Black was in Skull Island.
No, that's John C. Reilly, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Then
It's
the one
John
was
C.
John Cena. John Cena versus King Kong and Godzilla, bro.
Right now. Who you got?
Royal Rumble's coming up next week, though.
Who?
Royal Rumble.
I think it's this Saturday. I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Or today.
It's today. Tomorrow, Sunday.
It is the 30th.
I know Jesus has been breaking.
Yeah, he told us yesterday we were
Ronald
speaking.
Reagan.
He told us it's gonna be Sunday. He's gonna be off all day.
Sunday.
He's like, but we haven't promised with the Wi-Fi, so I don't know. I was like, hey, Sus, you gotta watch it on your phone. And not get
Oh, no wonder.
disrupted.
He asked me if he could download the.
Oh, because
WWE Network. The app on his phone. That's why.
If you, like if you have your phone, it has data. You won't have the Wi-Fi. It's like, oh, I'm gonna ask Louis to fucking do that. He wants to be a guest. You guys have any thoughts about guests or not?
What do we have?
Well, not about Jesus, but just guests in general.
Oh, yeah.
They could just.
Special guest Jesus.
Anyways.
I mean, yeah, because we don't really talk about ourselves, really. So if we had a guest, we would talk about them, and it'll be kind of awkward to just interviewing somebody that they don't know nothing about us. So tell me something about you, Daniel. What was the?
Hold on, let me finish our would you rather.
Would you rather? Yeah,
we got super hard
on the transition.
Okay, so Daniel, you're stranded on an island. You get to take 2 people with you.
Hey.
A real person and an animated person.
An animated person?
Yeah. Ooh. So if it can be any animated character, it can be from an anime. It can be from. You could take Baymax.
You can take.
Anyway, you can take one real person, one animated person. You're stranded on an island. The island is filled with like hostile enemies. Most of them are probably gonna be like animals, but I mean there could be other people on the island. Who knows?
The others?
But you have to get out.
Okay.
And you can't take anybody that's like, oh, they can fly.
Alright.
You can't take anybody.
It has to be like an actual person and an animated person, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so the animated person that I would choose would be Dave the Barbarian. I don't know why. I literally just came to my ways and like, you got
Put jabbers.
I was thinking like, alright, so I need the muscle to fight these people. I don't know why I thought muscle. He could be funny.
He's a weird
No, he has the sword. Hey, the sword. He's gonna come on through it.
Wasn't it a sword voiced by like a strong black man?
That's what I do in my life. Nah, but so I'm gonna Dave Barbarian for the animated person and the real person. Dang, that's a hard one because I can't. I want to think of like a smart person, someone like to help me like build something, someone that could come up with things. So I was thinking like a scientist. Who? So I was thinking like a scientist. I don't know. Okay, Bill Nye. I'll take Bill Nye.
Swag Nye.
You dying in
Wouldn't you take a survival guy, like one of the survival people?
Oh, Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. I would take one of them.
No, because my point is to get out of the island, not surviving it.
But they would help you survive till you get out of there. You're not just gonna get there and walk
But
out.
if I have a scientist, it's quicker. Like we're not gonna be like, all right, we gotta. That Bear Grylls like, let's set up tent, let's set up camp.
Would you think it'd be
let's
quicker?
just start building the ship right now.
Or would they be like the guy from Stone,
Dr. Stone?
Yeah, Dr. Stone, that he has to explain every little detail there. You're like, this sand has minerals.
I don't think they'll.
And you're like, come on, bro.
If we're in a desert island, Bill's not gonna be like, all right, you got this. Like, what you need, bro?
Be like, those stars over there too.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, that'd be my choice.
You're dying.
Yeah, I would say
Dave the
so.
Barbarian.
Dave the Barbarian, bro. He's gonna.
You die. And Bill Nye. You gonna die.
No, but Bill Nye, I mean, I think he'd be like, all right, here's how we can trap. I don't know if he'd be smart enough to build traps or.
I would have took that.
He wouldn't be able to kill you. I mean, cook. He wouldn't be able to like
Dave Barbarian.
Kill, cut down some. Well, I guess he's strong as Dave. So
I'll take David Hasselhoff.
They watch David Hasselhoff for current
David Hasselhoff. I'm gonna go and swim fast.
Go on, run with the lifesaver.
All right, so Caesar, last one's for you. Would you rather have very bad breath,
already,
or very bad body odor?
Would you rather stay the same and that's it?
Would you rather stay the same or stay the same?
I mean, that's basically how I live right now.
That's life.
Which one would rather be worse?
For the rest of your life.
Bad breath.
You would rather have bad breath?
Then body odor, but body odor smells whenever you show up stuff. Like I would have bad breath too.
Bad breath, because I don't speak, I ain't gonna smell.
Yeah, you literally show
Yeah,
up.
plus we wearing
people
masks
smell
now, so you ain't gonna smell it.
You know mafioso.
I'm a self for myself.
Why would you rather choose stank?
I know that's what one.
I'd rather choose. Okay, so I would rather choose. I would rather choose body odor, and do my best to mask it with deodorants and showers and everything. So I've met a person with really bad body odor, and I've met a person with really bad breath. And
bad body odor, you can't even be next to him for 5 minutes, bro.
You can't stay away.
But I think you can make it to where it's not that bad.
Like, bro, we gonna talk and you have bad breath.
I think the person that I've met with super bad body odor, I think it was for a lack of personal hygiene.
Right.
And I think if they showered every day, pamper themselves, cologne, deodorants, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't smell that bad.
Right, but
the person with bad breath,
still would though.
the person with bad breath I knew, they were a person that brushed their teeth constantly, mouthwash stuff.
Right.
It didn't help.
But in this scenario, they're both literally taking care of it like as much as they can, but it's still the same as.
No, in this scenario, you have one of those too, and you can try to deal with whatever one you want.
But that guy just needed to go to the dentist. I think he probably was brushing his stuff, but he had stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff. So I mean, like
that person.
I've had people with bad like body odor, and you can't even like sit close. Like he said, you can't be in the same room. Like they show up, and you're like, oh my god, it's
my ex.
But like, they have bad breath. You don't smell it until they literally face to you and like take a bath.
But when they face.
Yeah, exactly. But that's it. Like you take it, you inhale it, you're like, oh my god, I'm about to die, and you're like, okay, I'm still alive. And so. You can face away from bad breath, but you can't face away from people's body odor. I want to speak.
Why you do that? Why you do that with your body? Your face.
Can you imagine somebody with bad breath just watching you go, as soon as they face you?
Oh, would you rather find your soulmate or find your purpose in life? If you get one, you can't get the other.
Ooh, man. Wait, if you get one, you can't get the other forever?
Yeah. Forever. That's it. If you got your soulmate, you can't find your passion.
Your purpose.
Yeah. Purpose/passion.
Okay, so me putting my faith aside, because I don't want to give like the oversaved answer of with God, I have my purpose and my soulmate already.
God has a purpose. I don't have a purpose.
So putting that aside, if in this hypothetical I can't find the other, man, I would take my purpose. I would take my purpose, and reason being was because I'm gonna sound like a simp, but I was already with a person that I thought was my soulmate. So, and it didn't work out. And now that I'm older and I've had time to kind of grow and figure myself out a little bit more, I think you don't have to. I don't think you have to be with your soulmate. I don't think that you have to have that feeling of, man, like this was like a fairy tale type of thing. I think you can make it work and still fall in love with somebody through effort, through a lot of other things other than just that butterfly feeling of, man, this is the person I'm meant to be with. I think you can build towards something very strong without that soulmate feeling.
What if your soulmate helped you find that passion, and without them you can't find it?
Well,
but you just said you can't have one of them.
That's not my problem, dog. What if it isn't what it is?
So
I mean, it's not part of the question. It's like a question aside of that.
Like, what if without my soulmate I can't find my purpose?
What if with their help they help you find your passion? Disregarding the question.
I guess I would take that. But I mean, like I said, like because of what I've kind of been through and where I am in life, I've grown and matured as a person to know you can love somebody without giving yourself completely to that person, without fully. How do I put it? How do I word it? It's something my dad told me a while ago.
Like they don't complete you. But
my dad told me basically a person is never gonna complete you, and never have so much trust, so much faith in one person that your happiness, all that depends on them. Yeah. And I feel like I learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
And and I mean I'm not the type of person that's like, hey, just end up with whoever. Yeah. I think you can still fall in love, but I don't think you need that feeling of, man, this is my soulmate.
Would you be with a person that as that you know you're never gonna love like you love someone else?
So say you already lost your one and only. I guess.
Yeah. Let's say that for some reason that was your soulmate. Would you still reach someone knowing that you won't love them the way you love the person?
Well,
so me being in the position I'm in, and I was in a position where I was really deeply in love with somebody. I think if you're still even subliminally, if you would still compare your love for somebody else to that person, you're not over that person.
Yeah.
You're not over that person. And I'm.
What's that?
Yeah.
That makes sense. So the question also like within your true love or your purpose is also you finding your true love. You're still gonna have like a lifetime. You're still gonna have kids. You're still gonna have your job. You're still gonna live your life. A purpose is more till the end of your lifetime. Like you're
like,
pretty much already it's like you're accomplishing something already. You're like.
So you're saying like after this purpose,
yeah,
I'll feel
you probably have
purposeless.
You probably have years left of your life. It's because like most people that get their accomplishment at the end of their lives or at the top of their life really. So that's my thing is like if you find your purpose, it's probably gonna be at the ending of your life. You're probably gonna be old. You're probably either gonna have a couple years left or so. Finding your purpose is also just gonna be kind of meaningless if you're just gonna lose your life.
I mean, after you find your purpose, you're gonna feel fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm good, bro. Like,
but would you rather know your purpose? Like, what's the purpose to you? Like, would you just like, I have to be? Would you think like the purpose? I don't know. This is gonna be purpose.
The word purpose.
I think a purpose in life fluctuates.
Yeah, for sure.
All the time. I think your purpose is always changing. I think you might have a purpose of like, hey, this is because I would have said, hey, my purpose when God called me to be a probation officer, like, hey, I'm called for that's my purpose. My purpose is to be that and to help kids. Now that I'm there, I don't see myself doing this for the rest of my life. I see myself, okay, once I'm completed this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So because you have many purposes, it's not like a main purpose. I'm trying to like do.
I feel like you have a lot of small purposes, and after you meet all of those, you feel some type of
so that's what I'm talking about. Your last purpose.
I'd rather have that. Because I wouldn't want to die feeling like I didn't do what I was supposed to do, or I didn't,
something's missing.
Yeah, I'd rather feel that, and I feel like I would feel the missingness more with that, feeling like I didn't find a purpose. Well, then I didn't find a soulmate.
Because I was gonna say, finding your purpose. Do you still have kids in this scenario?
Yeah, I mean,
do you still? I mean, you can.
That's exactly.
Okay, well, you could be like, that's your purpose. Father would be your purpose.
Oh, that could also be. You don't have a wife, but you still have a purpose.
This is soulmate. It's someone you won't love, but hey,
you're a dad. You're not a husband.
Well, okay. Well, going back to the soulmate thing, is a soulmate the thing? Like, do y'all believe in soulmates? Like, someone's predestined to be with them?
And puzzle pieces,
well,
like somebody's your perfect puzzle and nobody else's.
I think yes, but I don't think it's that deep. No. If that makes sense. Like I think
like a particular person.
Because I think a lot of life is predestined. And I mean even it's crazy because I feel like even though you feel like, hey, I'll make this decision, I feel like your life is already going to end up a certain way. And the decisions you're making along the way are just what's going to help you get to that point. So I would say I think soulmates are predestined. I think there is somebody like you're going to end up with, but I think the feeling can be different, if that makes sense. Because like in my shoes, for example, like I felt like that person was going to be my person forever. I think my soulmate is predestined. The person I'm supposed to be with is out there, but during that first part of my life, I felt like my ex, I felt like she was that person. And I feel like once I meet that next person, I realize, that wasn't it.
Like,
we took the trial and error. But okay, well, like love at first sight type of thing. That would
I don't
believe in love at first sight.
I don't. I believe in lust.
First
sight. I believe in love.
Facts. Yeah, that's facts.
Mahomes versus Brady. In what is this? Super Bowl
51.
2.
Are you
51? Cut?
51?
I don't know. I thought it was 51.
Broncos and
Broncos and
50.
Broncos and Panthers were 50.
Panthers.
That was like 5 years ago.
So 55.
The thing's 54 this year. Last year 53. Yeah.
54?
Sounds about right.
I think it's 55.
I think it's 55 also.
Anyways, what matters is that it's Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Their second straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their second straight versus Brady and Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to preface this by saying I told you so. I knew Tom was gonna pull it out.
That's what I think about that.
But can we talk about that game though? The refs where it was nasty.
The last one was obvious. It was
like
everybody saw it.
It was they did like he was holding and it was the throw was incomplete. Tom Brady was high fiving refs. Mike Evans was handing out money. Bro, I seen it.
Des caught it, dog, so I don't want to hear it.
Facts.
I don't want to hear it.
How many people messaged me saying that's what y'all care for not letting Des catch that ball? Like,
are they wrong?
That was like 2008.
I think move on then. Move on. It's been a week, bro. Move on.
Who is he?
He mad already.
Yeah. So I was the only one right about the Bucks last week, and we were all right about the Chiefs.
It was obvious with the Chiefs.
Right. So who you guys got? We'll start with you and we'll come this one.
I'm going with Chiefs. I don't think the Bucks have it to pull it off against the Chiefs. Like I really honestly do think the Packers would have had that and the Bucks wouldn't have done that. That's still me. Like I still think the Bucks don't have it enough to make it to the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs and the Chiefs like they proved it. I mean, the second year come back like it's easy money for them. So I think the Chiefs are gonna take it.
It's in Tampa Bay too.
Yeah,
the Bucks are playing at home.
Yeah.
These last 2 games they played on the road, Tampa.
Yeah.
And they're playing home. That doesn't say something.
I still think the refs threw that game out.
King Von was holding my man's by the cheeks. That was holding.
He was holding them all. That's it.
That's it. You got Chiefs?
Yeah, Chiefs.
What you got?
I will say it's rare for me to go with Brady, but I'm gonna go with Brady just because they're at home. That's a huge advantage. And
that team's never played home for the Super Bowl,
which is crazy.
And it had to be Tom.
Yeah. Out of everybody.
That's why
it's rigged.
The refs. Yeah, I think it's rigged.
That's why I kind of think it's rigged. First time and it's Brady. Like, come on, bro. At least make it somebody else.
Tell me the story.
So you think Bucks are taking it?
Bucks.
Dang, you think Brady's getting the 7th? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Okay, I want to take Bucks. I really do. And there's only one reason I'm taking the Chiefs. And I'm going to tell you why right now.
Tell us.
The one reason I'm taking the Chiefs, because I won't bet against Tom in the playoffs or even the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna bet against them in the Super Bowl because y'all watched the Bucks and Packers game?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. I did.
3 interceptions.
3 interceptions.
That last quarter.
I take it back.
Tom Brady I've never seen Tom Brady look like that ever in my life. Those 3 interceptions, and they weren't even like, oh man, the Packers made a really good play. Those were giveaways. There was one where the guy was coming to sack Tom, and Tom kind of tried to take a couple steps back, and it looked like a rookie mistake. Like he was trying to just get rid of the ball. Brady, like he was just running back trying to get rid of it. It looked like a play like Russell Wilson would try, but obviously Russell Wilson was different.
There was one that he just kind of threw away.
Yeah, and Tom Brady's never done. Tom Brady's known for staying in the pocket, not panicking. I mean, if he has to take the sack, then
the rush comes
he has to take the sack. And the thing about those plays, it wasn't even like, hey, they have to throw it here. He could have just took the sack on at least one of them. I know for sure. And it was out of 7 attempts, he threw 3 picks. So it was a throw, a pick, a throw, a pick, a throw, a pick, a throw. It was bad. I've never seen Tom Brady look like that, and I'm starting to think, could that be signs of Tom Brady falling off a cliff? It could be, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable taking the Bucks after the last 5 minutes of what I saw Brady do. It was just really, really bad. So I'm gonna have to take the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are gonna go back to back.
Yeah, I think it'd be like the torch being passed on
Yeah.
from Brady.
That's exactly
That's what I think it is. Like, they just like retire out Brady, set 6 rings. He pretty much has proved to pretty much the whole NFL what he's capable of.
Yeah.
So I think that's the passing of the torch to a new dynasty, which is the Chiefs.
Patty Mahomes. Patty's gonna dominate for the next 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, that's his contract. $500 million.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, do you have any closing? You want to close out with a prayer?
Oh crap! I was waiting for somebody to bring in some. Well, no, we were gonna do the Mount Rushmore, but
We're already. How long have we been recording?
we
started
started
like at
10, an hour 15.
An hour, 10 hour, 15 is still good. And
Yeah,
then you're gonna
it's
cut
good.
some out. So.
Yeah.
Well, no, let's do one more thing then.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Because you guys said you had a lot more, but it was only 2 more things.
I want us to react to this, but can we?
Yeah. It's not the same background music, does it?
I don't think that has much
music?
reaction.
Huh?
I don't think that has much reaction content for it.
You think? Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I'm from a video. Oh, that's funny, huh?
Oh yeah, they talk about that guy and we make fun of him.
Oh, but you've seen that video?
I saw what you showed me.
Nah, that's
You don't got anything?
I got nothing else.
I guess that's it. We just close it up.
Alright, so we gotta say a closing thing, then, right? Oh my god! We gotta record a closing? How have we been closing lately?
Oh, I was gonna ask, like, if we're gonna have like the got caught playing ideas or any other channel ideas, like if people have. So you can close out with that. Like, hey guys, so that's it for today. We're trying to do more playing. Do you guys have any more stuff?
Okay. Playing like what? Like
singing.
board games or?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. If we do more for the channel, we got caught playing. We can do like got caught. Something
Yeah.
else, I don't know.
Okay. Alright, y'all ready? Which one am I looking at again?
The big one, I think.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Got Caught Thinking. Drop a like, subscribe, share, drop a comment. Is there anything you guys want us to do? A certain game y'all want us to play, whether it be a video game or a board game.
You know, we got other channels, got caught playing, got
Yeah.
caught thinking.
Danny the Manny.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anything y'all want us to add, let us know. Drop it in the comments or shoot us a message. Let us know. We'll catch you guys next week.
on the flippity side.